publicizing of things when you can just do it. You can just get it done in the background. You don't have to make it a skeptical every time.
Exactly, because it doesn't benefit anybody.
Yeah.
And then it hits the media, and you know what the media is going to do with it. They're going to play with it. They're going to make people feel bad. These are people that get up every day, 5 a.m., 6 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
and they go to work every day. They done been on 5, 10 deployments. Like,
Yeah.
like people don't want to have to hear the bashing.
I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair. I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair.
Alright, we good now, Fuzzo. We back. We back, bro. Another episode of Between the World and Us. Samba and Fuzz. Bro, life been lifing for us lately, bro. Like even communication. But we've been making it happen though, bro. And and you had to check me for a minute, bro. You say I'm changing diapers?
I'm like, yo, bro, because I'm like, yo, bro, we ain't gonna do it in front of the people, but it's like, you gotta make it happen. You gotta persevere. It does get hard because life be lifing.
Life be lifing. And then like I understood what you were saying too. Cause like I ain't really have an excuse for real either. That's why I didn't like shoot you with no crazy shit. Like it's like I ain't gonna make up nothing. You know what I'm saying? He right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't even lie to a nigga. Like I'm like I ain't gonna make up nothing. He right. Like people got things to do in life, but you make priorities for what you want to do. Like you right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this podcast and what we doing right now. Like we want success with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We want it to work, so we gotta make it work. It's like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you gotta put in the work. You gotta make it work. You know what I'm saying?
You can't expect it to just turn out perfect. And we getting a lot of opportunities behind the scene. We about to have a new editor. We about to there's things happening. And people coming out to work. We got about 3 people who want to hop on with us.
Yeah.
And to make all these things possible, we gotta stay on our
stay
on our timing.
We gotta make like our schedules work for what we want to do. Like there's really no excuse in terms of that. Like that brings me to something I was thinking about yesterday in terms of like being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like being honest with yourself, like it's a scary thing, and I correlate it to. I know we all been there. I definitely been there a few times. Like. You don't want to look at your bank account. Them times when life was harder, you like, bro, I don't even want to see what's in there, bro. Like you just been swiping. You been swiping for a week straight, bro. You like, bro, I'ma just wait till next Friday when I get paid, bro. I'm probably in the negative right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what people do with themselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people do that with themselves. They don't want to open that closet up of like, I've been on my bullshit. I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's how people are with their life. It's like when you down bad in your bank account. And that's how I feel about people. So, personal problems, like, bro, I don't want to open them problems up, bro.
Nah, that's a fact, though. Like, you don't want to evaluate the bank account until it's already in the red. It's
exactly
depleted. Like, you looked at that bank account when you was up and you had your couple bandos in there. And you was like, yeah, I'm good right now.
You could have started investing. You could have started. And some people,
I'm only spending this much. I'm only, and that's the same thing. Like how it ties into life. Spending energy, spending time. Like all of them things take from what you got. Just how we gotta make time for the pod. That means we have to subtract from other things. That's
a key right there. That subtraction and addition. Like some people want the whole thing. Like you want to, like we talked about it in the last episode where I said like you can't be the saint and the sinner. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gotta be I gotta get rid of this to get that. But it's like You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't want to. Like that's just life, bro. And then you only have so much time, bro.
What the ladies be saying, Cardi B got them saying that you can't have your cake and eat it too. It might not be Cardi B, but I think it's her. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like
Yeah,
you gotta balance it out. Like you can't
yeah.
have it all.
Can't
You
have it
can't
all,
have
bro.
12 hours of relaxation and then
Mm.
expect 12
Work to
hours of
be
work to
done.
magically appear. Like
Yeah, no, that's a fact, bro. Because I was just thinking about that. Because I was just like, damn, I was correlating. I was like, I remember them times when I was down bad and I didn't want to look at the account. Because lately I've been like back on my investing stuff. I've always been a
that's
decent
good.
investor and I've always been a decent saver, to be honest. Like I don't really spend crazy, but like I, that just came to my mind when I was reading my book. Like this is my like I'm reading this book right now. It's called The Simple Path to Wealth by Jay Collins. But I was just thinking about that, like when he was, because there was a segment where he talked about debt, and it was like pay your debt off. You know what I'm saying? As soon as possible, that's when you could start investing. And I think that's the
Mm.
sometimes that's the problem with like life and our problems. Like we don't want to have to pay our debt in terms of the things we did in the past and fixing ourselves so that we can do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to move forward, you sometimes have to fix what's in the past. You know what I'm saying? When I mean in the past, I mean like, all right, let's say somebody gains 50 pounds, like, oh shit, I'm overweight. I feel myself getting out of shape. Well, you got to go fix that now. That's actually going back to like, I got to go fix that. You know what I'm saying? Before I can get this body I want, I got to go lose these 30 pounds and then get these abs. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go back to go forward. And it's just like, the more you could go back and fix those things, the further, the less back it is. You get what I'm saying? Like the less work you got
The
to
less
do.
distance.
Yeah, the
You
less
got
distance travel.
the more like if you choose to start today, you just cut the distance by another day. And I
Facts.
know a lot of the times it seemed like, oh, just one day ain't nothing. But when you
Mm,
gotta cut off them 30 pounds, them 30 pounds took you a year to put on.
that's
You
facts.
could have
And
saved yourself.
that's facts. And like talking about weight, that brings me to another topic, man.
Go
Pete
ahead.
Hegseth, man.
Yo,
Talking about the generals,
man.
crazy work. He talking about the like Fuzz. What do you think about it? Because I do have a lot to say when it comes to that. But like, what do you think? Like he basically said like he's tired of seeing out of shape people in the military and whoop de whoop, and like I guess they're laying out a new like standard or whatever in terms of that.
Now, I mean, I guess for people that's not in the military, this is probably like this is just some military things that they should be doing.
Yeah,
And I know, but to put it in my simplest terms that I want to put it is Pete Hegseth is making statements on things that could easily be changed with an OpNav instruction. We get
yeah,
OpNav instructions every fiscal year.
and
And there's
Fuzz.
always a change. If they wanted people to do the
Mm-hmm.
PRT, you just put it in black and white. You don't got to get up there and try to bash people and
Yeah,
make and
that's
start
it,
trying to
bro. All you
going
gotta do
crazy.
is raise the standard. Like this is nothing you had to tell the world about. Like you could tell the generals, like you could have meetings with them, and nobody really gotta know. Hey,
Yeah.
look at our standard has to go up. We're not at the standard we want to be, and things got to get changed. But you don't have to make it a publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Because I agree with them. All right, yeah, we got to have higher standards. Because, but the PRT ain't nothing. And the sad part is some people actually had difficulty with it, and that is a problem. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we roll back on, if we really put that standard up, we would have nobody to deploy, bro. We been in there, like, ain't nobody coming to
Boy,
deploy, bro.
you remember when we came down, we was good. We was before we left, it was like, this is getting remember the girl they said we
Yeah,
didn't say this. We didn't say this about the girl. We did not fat shame this girl. This was one of the officers, one of the female officers, called this girl. She was a large woman.
yeah.
Called her a safety hazard. But real talk, if you on the ship,
She
you are
essentially,
supposed to be a certain size to get through things. Like you're going through a
yeah.
scuttle about as wide as my arms. Like you can't be that big.
You can't be that big, and I think too, like the military, like I don't think they really care that much either because, like, look at the things they were feeding us. Like people don't understand what you're surviving off in the military, bro. It's
And the
energy
food is
drinks,
fire.
it's Zen packs, it's honey buns, it's sugar, bro. Like as long as you're available to function, especially I don't know about any other brands, but like our time in the Navy, and we enjoyed our time in the Navy. We love our brothers, like we ain't hating on it, but
It was great. It was great. I
like
ain't gonna lie.
fitness wasn't the standard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The people who went to the gym went because they wanted to. There was never no reason. People, you know, how many people they only start working out a week, 2 weeks before the PRT. Bro, what you had all year? I remember it used to be every 6 months. Now they bringing it back every 6 months, and
Yeah.
that's where things get weird because it's like that was already a standard. So why are
Mm-hmm.
you trying to make it
I
seem like
think.
it's such a big problem and then act like it's on the general? Everything comes from the top. When COVID hit,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff slowed down. That's
Mm-hmm.
not the general's fault. That's not
Yeah.
the Chiefs. That's not the. So why are
Yeah.
you making it seem like that? You're not even a part
Yeah.
of this
No, that
situation right now.
that's what killed me about the whole situation. It was like, all right, no, like I agree. Like, all right, we have a standard to uphold, keep that standard, but like there was no need to make it a situation where like you're showing the world, hey, look what we're changing. We're doing this and that, and like basically making chain of command look
You
bad. And if you know anything about the military, bro, that's one thing people at chain of command don't like is being made to look bad in front of their other comrades. You know what I'm saying? Like the
especially
ego
when it's
so
no reason.
crazy, bro. Like it, people don't like that, bro. You could be right and rub somebody the wrong way, and they just not messing with you. You know what I'm saying? You could mess the
Especially
whole
and he in the
operation up
room.
like that.
He not in the room. Like one, it would be wrong for him to even talk to like Seaman and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
E3s, E4. It would be wrong for him to even go and do something like that. But you know how many these dudes got 30 years in the military. Pete Hegseth didn't do half that. So like
yeah.
Pete
These
Hegseth
people
got DUIs. Pete Hegseth was beating his wife. Like so, like
facts
you got to understand these are things that are against the UCMJ, and he's trying to come out there and bash dudes who 30
talking
years
about.
clean records. These guys are
Yeah,
top notch.
yeah. No,
Like
no, no, no.
what are you doing?
That's a fact. Like before you start checking people on standards, like look at yo. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that could have been done behind closed doors. And that's the thing about this administration that drives me crazy is the bashing and the publicizing of things when you can just do it. You can just get it done in the background. You don't have to make it a skeptical every time.
Exactly, because it doesn't benefit anybody.
Yeah.
And then it hits the media, and you know what the media is going to do with it. They're going to play with it. They're going to make people feel bad. These are people that get up every day, 5 a.m., 6
Mm-hmm.
a.m., and they go to work every day. They done been on 5, 10 deployments.
Yeah.
Like people don't want to have to hear the bashing. Like
Yeah. No.
they already know which direction it's going. This is how it goes. This is the military. When you
Yeah.
join, you sign your life away
Yeah.
respectfully. So
Yeah.
you know it comes with whatever it comes with. You gotta embrace the suck. That's a term that you learn in boot camp. Embrace the suck.
Yeah. And I think with the military, I don't know what the recruitment levels is right now, but I know there was a time when it was hard to get recruits in. That's why that's why they put the standard down. But like it's a generation of like I don't know where our service level is going right now. Where do you think is the state of our service level right now? Because we're both proud veterans. Like we glad we joined, but like what do you think we need to improve as a society to get more people in the military, or do you think the military has to improve and able to get more people in? Where do you stand on that?
I think we have to improve as a society because realistically, the military is always going to be the military.
And it has
Like
benefits.
yeah, it has benefits. It has, and you gain so much,
If you
even though
apply
you
yourself,
sacrifice a lot,
mm-hmm,
but you gain so much that they can have high standards.
yeah,
It's the military, like it's still
yeah,
not a job at Walgreens.
yeah.
This
No,
is
no,
not.
that's a fact, Fuzz. No, no, I agree with that. I think some people do bash the branches and stuff a little too much. Where it's like people have to understand how big of an institution it is. You can't govern everybody. Like there has to be some individual accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like people do have to get themselves in shape. You know what I'm saying? And people do have to want to be better. And that's what I learned being in. Like, you got to want it. You got to want to go and be better.
And if you don't have that personal drive to be better, do better, it's just not gonna work. If you have no faith and no respect in your seniors, like that's what makes it even crazier. Because when they embarrass them like that, they're junior officers, they're junior enlisted, they looking like what? Yo, it makes them lose respect for their own superiors.
Yeah, because you're looking at your own
ranking officers.
Because they're like, when you see your ranking officer get dressed down, you lose respect for him. And we know by experience. When you see like, oh man, that's my chief getting dressed down and he wimping. You know what I'm saying? And he in a shell right now. You start to humanize him in a way. I mean, everybody's human, but you start to look at him like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it sounds fucked up, but in the military, you kind of want to minimize the humanizing because
facts.
It really adds to the experience realistically. Like when you go to boot camp, it's fun. It sounds crazy, like old people yelling and screaming, but it's like this is the military. Oh wow, it's like real, like we're really doing this, and this is and it prepares you for when things really hit the fan. Like we had a situation where things really hit the fan, and when we had a jet crash on board USS Carl Vinson, that was what was that, Westpac 21, 22,
one of those. And
when it happened, I seen a lot of khakis freeze up, and it takes a lot of respect away because it's like, yo, we've been preparing for this. I respect you every day. We do these drills once a week, twice a week, 4, 6 times a month, whatever. And it's like,
you're not ready.
You freezing up, and I'm running around here, and the junior guys, we sitting around like, yo, what's the next move? What we gonna do?
Because you're waiting on your chain of command.
The boat, and they sitting there like, and it makes you go, come on, man. We can't. This is not how we do things. It's not how we operate. How you supposed to be my superior and you can't get the job done?
No, that's a fact. You notice that too. Like, we know who we talking about. Like, no, we seen some people freeze up. I'm like, yo, if you freezing up, then we in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have 20 years in and you can't get, like, we in trouble, bud.
So then it makes you start to question yourself. Like, yo, I only been doing this for a year. I only been doing this for 2 years. Am I ready to do this? Am I equipped? Like, why is he so scared?
No, that's a fact.
Why is he so scared?
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. That's a fact, though. That's crazy work.
But like, it's not to bash him. My fault. It's not to bash him, but it's just to be like, you see how it crumbles. The cookie crumbles.
The cookie crumbles when you don't respect leadership, and then you have to respect. I think, where do you think our generation is when it comes to respecting the elders and people who have been there and done it before them? Like, where do you think we are in a society in terms of like just like respecting people who've been there, elders, whatever you want to call it? Because it starts with that. Like, where do we think?
On a large scale,
do you think we respect our elders?
I don't know if it's media that puts it in this light, but it seems like there's a little respect for the elders. But I would want to say that the young guys know they don't have a plan.